What's up? I'm Dorian Renaud, and you're watching TheGrio with Marc Lamont Hill.
Grio fam, we want to hear from you. The Grio wants to recognize emerging leaders who proudly represent black culture. Nominations for the Grio Heroes 2023 are now open through May 1st. You can nominate yourself or somebody else. For more information, visit www.thegrio.com/heroes. Welcome back to The Grio. One thing we love to do on this show is highlight good books for our viewers. Today, I want to discuss a motivational and inspiring read. It's called Stack Your Deck, How to Be an Ace in Business and Life by John Thompson. The book provides readers with guidance on how to make the most of their talents, their skills, and their resources while addressing common challenges that come up along the way. Joining me now to talk more about the book is the author himself. John, welcome to The Grio.
Hey, Mark. Thank you. Appreciate it. Great to be here.
It's my pleasure, man. Talk to me about your book and the inspiration behind it.
Yeah, I look at this book as it's a roadmap for individuals to define and pursue success on their own terms and live their best life. And it was inspired through a 20 plus year corporate career where, obviously in corporate, you have several ups and downs. And, Winston Churchill says it's success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. And so during those ups and downs, you're always looking for a way to kind of balance it out and bring that balance into what you do every day. And so that's really what this book is all about. And for me, it was really inspired by a time in my career when I was passed over for a promotion. I had been in corporate for about 15 years at the time and had done really well in corporate, but there was a position that I kind of had my eye on and was passed over for it. And it really made me kind of take a step back and reflect on what brings me joy in life, what success really means. And so as I started thinking through those that time and those concepts, I kind of stumbled about this framework that I created, which is called the ACEs Pillars of Success, which is your attitude, connection, empowerment, and strength.
So let's talk about that again, this ACE idea, because I think that's super important. Walk me through what each of those components you just described are and sort of how they can help us become better at what we do.
Sure. Yeah. So, I'm a simple individual and I like simple concepts. And so to me, the ACEs concept, it's simple. It came to me when I was a child. I really enjoyed, my sister and I enjoyed going to my grandmother's house. And, when I was 8, my sister was 6 and grandma taught us how to play poker. And so she used to tell us as we were headed to her house, she said, bring your dimes. And then at the end of the night, she had no problem with going to bed with all of our dimes. And so she was a fierce competitor. But, the lesson that I learned through all of that was this whole idea of the power of an ace. And, when I was dealt an ace, it was very difficult for me to hold a poker face because I knew that I had an advantage. And so as I think about those cards, what I came up with is this framework, which is your attitude, connection, empowerment, and strength. And each one of the playing cards aligns to a different principle. So the Ace of Spades, that's your attitude. And this is all around how do you control your mindset? So how do you recognize that life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react? So you control your attitude. So to me, attitude is fundamental. And then moving on, the Ace of Clubs, that's connection. And this whole idea of who's in your club. And I look at connection across 3 areas. It's connection with yourself, connection with others, and then connection with the world. And so this is all around building your network is connection. And then moving on, the Ace of Hearts, that is empowerment. And it's this idea of how do you follow your heart? And when I think about empowerment, it's recognizing that you have the power within. And so I go through exercises with individuals, helping them to uncover that power that they have and the purpose that they have so they can live a meaningful life. And then last but not least is the Ace of Diamonds, and that's strength. And that's this whole idea of recognizing that what we do in our valley determines the height of our peak, and take the adversity like vitamins, allow it to build you up. So leveraging the strength that you have so you can push past any adversity. So those are the ACEs pillars of success.
And when I think about you, even telling your story about 15 years into your career, successful career, you were passed up. That's a valley, and you have to figure out how to get out of that valley, how to, continue to move forward, not let it define you, not let it define your experience, your self-worth, and not stop you from pushing forward. I mean, it's a heck of a story you tell. Another thing you talk about is breaking through your comfort zones. Why do you think getting out of a comfort zone is so critical to success?
Yeah, look, every night before bed, I tell my girls, I have 2 daughters, I tell them 3 things. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Whatever you are, be a good one, and don't ever give up. And the whole idea of stepping outside of your comfort zone, that's where life begins. And even writing this book, I mean, it's a comfort zone is, living where I am with my day job and with my work in corporate America. That's obviously brings in the money that we're able to live the life that we've become accustomed to, but at the same time recognizing that on the other side of that comfort zone is a rewarding life. And so that's really what I want readers to understand is it's okay to focus on what you like to do, but also recognize what's your purpose, what do you love to do. And so there's this concept that comes to us from Okinawa, Japan. It's called Ikigai, and it's the combination of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you could be paid for. And this whole idea of Ikigai, Okinawa, Japan has the highest concentration of centurions, individuals that have lived beyond 100 years of age. And those individuals, that it was found that those individuals very closely aligned to their purpose, which is their Ikigai. So they live that every day, and that's what brings joy and meaning to their life. So when you push outside of your comfort zone, you're able to open yourself up to a world that you may not have known existed.
Wow, that's a very promising idea. It's encouraging. I mean, even just the thought that where we are right now isn't the final story, that we can be better than we are, that our careers can go further than where we ever imagined they could is pretty extraordinary. And in your book, you don't just tell that analysis, you also give us success stories. I mean, people from Matthew McConaughey to Steve Jobs to Mike Tomlin, Sarah Blakely, folks people might not know about, who's obviously the founder of Spanx, not obviously for those who don't know. I mean, this is pretty darn amazing stuff, man. And you were able to put this all into a powerful book that I think will do so much for the world. So, John, I want to thank you for inviting us into your mind and into your world, and for giving us this incredible book that will make us all better at our professional lives. Thanks so much for joining us on TheGrio.
Hey, Mark, thank you so much. It's been my pleasure.
All right, still ahead on TheGrio. They set the stage for women entertainers today. We'll tell you how these black queens made their mark in music.